Hello everyone. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create voice experiences similar to Alexa for STM32H735 discovery board, which has an ARM Cortex M chipset. For that one, we're going to use Picovoice Shepherd first to deploy and test our voice model without writing a single line of code. After that, head to Picovoice Console. We're going to create a custom voice models. And last, we're going to use Picovoice SDK to integrate the voice model that we built before into our embedded project. In order to run Shepherd, you need to have Python installed on your device. So for that, go to Python official website, go to download section and download the appropriate version for your OS. After that, bring up your terminal and install Shepherd using pip3 install pv shepherd. Once installation is done, go ahead and start Shepherd by typing pv shepherd. Shepherd has three main steps. The first one is to select your board. As I mentioned before, for this tutorial, I'm going to select STM32H735 discovery board. After that, just make sure that the board is connected to the computer and upload the firmware by clicking on the button on the right side of the screen. Uploading the firmware takes some time, so please wait. When the uploading is done, you should be able to see the Picovoice blue screen on the LCD. Here on the top, there's the chipset UUID. You're gonna need this number to create custom voice models using Picovoice Console. So for now, just ignore it. As for models, Picovoice has two internal engines, Porcupine and Rhino. When you say something like Alexa, turn on the light, Alexa is basically a keyword. Our Porcupine engine spots these wake words and then wakes up the Rhino, and Rhino can extract information from the follow-on command. Here, Picovoice is selected as the default wake word, and for context, Smart Lightning is the default one. So now, just go ahead and use the default model. Once the voice model deployed to the board, Shepherd gathers all the information from the board. So as you can see here, there is mic level and CPU usage in real time. Also, there are two parameters to get a better performance out of Picovoice. One for Porcupine sensitivity and another one for Rhino. Also, as you can see here, the board is listening for the wake word. And if I show you the context here, these are all the expressions that can be understood by the Picovoice engine. For example, I can change the color of the kitchen, and these are all the colors and the location. So let's go and test the Picovoice. Picovoice, change the color of the kitchen to green. As you can see, it got both wake word and the command correctly. Shepherd also comes with audio debugging tool. So if the performance is not satisfactory, you can come here and click on record audio. Then the audio will be recorded by the board microphone. Picovoice, give me a coffee. Now the recorded audio is transferred to the computer. As you can see here, the recorded audio is available here in both wave format and a spectrogram. You can even save it on your computer to analyze it further. After testing the performance of the board, now it's time to create our own custom voice model using Picovoice Console. As I mentioned before, there are two engines for Picovoice, Porcupine and Rhino. Let's start with Porcupine. For creating a wake word model, you need to come up with a good phrase. For this tutorial, I'm gonna go with Hey Pico. After you're done with selecting your keyword, go ahead and click on Train Model. And as for platform, select ARM Cortex M. Here, Picovoice Console asks you about unique identifier. To get this number, you need to go back to Picovoice Shepherd. And easily copy the UUID by clicking on copy button and paste it here. The wake word is being trained now, and it will be available to download within a few hours. Meanwhile, you can go and test your custom wake word within your browser. For that, click on the drop-down menu, select your custom wake word, click on the mic. Hey Pico. Hey Pico. So the custom wake word model is working fine. Next, let's go to Rhino and create a custom context model. For that, you need to select a name, Generous Coffee Maker, and select Coffee Maker as a template. Create the context and enter the context builder by clicking on the model. Since you've selected a template, there are some default values. For example, for intent, there is an intent called order beverage, and these are all the way that you can order a beverage. Within this expression, there are some variables. They're called slots, and as you can see, you can go to beverage, for example, and see all the type of beverage that you can order. It's the same for number of shots and size. For now, let's create a new intent. Since I don't like to order a beverage, I'm going to create a donate beverage intent. Now, I need to enter an expression here to capture that intent. Let me give you a coffee. So here, I can create one expression per each beverage, but that's not the smart way that you can do that. So here, instead of coffee, I can just change it to the beverage slots and give it a name. You can also add a new element to the beverage list. So let me add chai here. Once you're done with the context model, go ahead and save the model. Similar to Porcupine, you can test the model in your browser. Just go ahead and click on the mic. Let me give you a chai. Next, you need to train your model. Same as Porcupine, you need to select a platform for the model, which is ARM Cortex M in this case. And here you need again to paste the unique ID, agree to the term of use, and click on the train button. The Rhino models train pretty fast, so you can go to model section and download your model. Now it's time to test your voice models on the actual device. So let's go back to Shepherd. So for Porcupine and Rhino, you can select the downloaded models. Upload the new models to the board. Now the board is listening for the new wake word. And if I go to the context, you can find the new intent and expression, as well as the new beverage. Hey Pico, let me give you a chai. So far, we have created and tested a custom voice model. So now it's time to learn how to integrate the custom models into our embedded project. For that, go to Picovoice GitHub, go to Picovoice repository. There are several demos for microcontrollers to show you how to use Picovoice SDK for MCUs. Let's download the repository first. In addition to Picovoice repository, you need several other packages to be able to compile the project. First, you need STM32Cube IDE, which is the official IDE for from SD, which is also free. After that, you need PDM2PCM library to work with the audio. And last, to be able to see the output of the board inside your computer, you're gonna need serial port monitor. In this tutorial, I'm gonna use CoolTerm. All these packages are available for free on Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. Let me switch to STM32 ID. Now I need to find the project folder on my computer and import it. This is a simple project, and the main file is less than 200 file. It defines all the parameters and function, and then initialize the Picovoice engine. And then inside the main while loop, we're getting the audio and pass it to Picovoice process. There are also two important functions at the top: wake word callback and inference callback. Wake word callback is called when Porcupine spots a wake word. An inference callback is called when Rhino reaches to a conclusion. In addition to main.c, there is another file that you need to be aware of: pv_parameters. Inside this header file, there are two arrays: wake word array and context array. These are basically Porcupine and Rhino models in array format. However, the file that we downloaded from console is in binary format, so we need to convert them from binary to text in order to replace the new models with the default models inside this header file. For this, there is a Python script inside the Picovoice repository, so you can find the Python script here in Picovoice repository folder, resource, script. This script needs two input, one binary file path and another one output array file path. So let me convert the binary files into text format. Now just open the text file inside the IDE. Then copy the content of the files and replace the array values. So now our custom voice models are placed inside this project. Before compiling the project, we need to copy the PDM to PCM lib file that we downloaded before inside middleware folder. Now it's time to compile the project. The compilation was successful. The next step would be upload the project binary file into the board. The board is now running and listening for the keyword. To see the output, you need to go to CoolTerm. First go to option and make sure the baud rate is set to 150,200, and now connect to the board. The board first print its UUID. Now it's time to test. Hey Pico, let me give you a chai. Excellent. Now you know how to create and deploy the voice model and then integrate it into your embedded project.